Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing of the recent airbrush pickup that I bought. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. It was $35 because I had a coupon for 40% off. I recently was trying to look for a new airbrush because the old one that I have, it's about a year and a half old, but it was the first one I ever got, and I really didn't understand, you need to clean it every time you use it. And I would leave it alone, with paint in it, it would dry, and then it would get all clogged up. And now when you put the trigger down, it doesn't come back up, it gets stuck. So I figured, why not get a new one. The one I have now is a siphon feed. I don't really like it because you have to fill up a paint cup halfway to get it to even suck out any paint. So I was looking at a gravity fed one, and I went on Iwata's website and I was looking around and I found this link for, it's Neo for Iwata. It's not an Iwata product. It's made for Iwata by Neo. But I was doing a quick little research for it, and it was a $59.99 airbrush, so $60. And I picked it up at Hobby Lobby for 40% off, so it was $35. And this is actually the second one I bought. The first one I bought, this paint cup, this cap would not come off. I mean, we had to. I had everybody I could think of trying to get it off. I even had the guys at Hobby Lobby trying to get it off. They couldn't, so we just exchanged it. So I'm going to show you what you get in the box. The first thing I noticed, here's your little wrench. If you have an Iwata product, you know that it's a solid, I guess stamped stainless steel wrench. Whereas this one, it's a stamped metal. It's not real. It's real flimsy. If you're not careful, you'll bend it real fast, and you can see it's stamped because it's got the stamp marks in there. Not real great, but it's another cost-effective, making the product cheaper. Here is you get this small paint cup here. I don't know how many mils it is. I mean, I'm in the U.S., so we don't use mils. One thing I noticed is there's O-rings. So there's O-rings on the paint cups, so it's not really a nice flush attachment because of that. Whereas Iwata, you don't need it because it's just mastered engineering, I guess. But another way to keep the product down. The one thing I like about this is, I notice you get 3 paint cups. You get this medium-sized one here, you get this larger one here, and then if you take this larger one off, you get another one. You get the attachment here, which will hold a couple drops of paint. Whereas the Iwata, it's a solid weld there, so you can't, you're either stuck with a big one or you're stuck with a little one. And that's the one thing I like. The next thing I noticed, now this is nothing, I've never used it, so I don't know how it actually paints, but this is my impressions when I was taking it apart just to see what it was like. Iwata's quality, I guess, control is amazing, just down to here. The Neo, because it's cheaper, they're not engineering it perfectly, so like the threads, when you turn that, you can feel it grab the other threads, the thread screws, whereas Iwata, when you turn it, it turns perfectly. Here it kind of catches, you're kind of forcing it to turn, but there's another O-ring there. The same with here, like on the first one, my other Iwata, when you turn here, it turns perfectly, whereas here it's catching those threads. And it's not bad. I mean, it's just another way to keep the cost down, but just like every other airbrush, these come off for cleaning. The next thing I noticed is on my Iwata, everything is painted chrome, even in here, whereas here the brass is starting to show. I don't know if it's on all of them. This is the only one that I really took apart. The first one I got, we returned it within an hour because I couldn't get the paint cup off, so there's no sense in keeping it. But the Iwata's, it's a full chromed interior. like I said there, when you're taking this little thing off, it's a lot harder to spin off. You get a normal needle. And I like this because you can take this off and you don't need to clean it, whereas the Iwata, it's stuck in here, so you'll have to lube it, whereas this, you don't need to clean that, you just put that to the side, and you're good to go. But here again, you can feel it catch on all the threads. It's not a big deal. For 35 bucks, I can't complain. It looks like a decent airbrush. But it's the same setup. Everything is just like the Iwata. The next thing I noticed is it's more of a, copper brass screw. It's a lot lighter weight. I don't know how long it will last, whereas Iwata's, it's a full stainless steel spring. Here's the airbrush fully taken apart. The other thing I noticed is the Iwata has a hinge, so it's a lot easier, depression and pull back, whereas this is a ballpoint. Again, that keeps the cost down, but it still doesn't, it really, from what I found out, it really doesn't affect the dual action. When you push down, you don't really notice it. Like I said, when I got it, I really didn't notice it was a ball, because it felt normal. But then again, it is still a ballpoint. So I don't know, maybe later on down the road, when this thing gets worn in, maybe that will affect it. Who knows? We'll see. Thanks for watching this video. I should have a review video on it, how it paints. Right now it's raining, so I'm not gonna, there's too much moisture in the air, so I'm not gonna try painting it and ruining my paint job. So when it stops raining, I'll bring out the compressor and I'll do a quick test video just to see how it, I'm curious to see how it paints. It can't be that, the video that I saw, the one video on YouTube that I saw, it looked like it painted great, so, we'll see how it actually works. But for 35 bucks, if it completely sucks, it's not like I wasted $200 and I can't get my money back. For 35 bucks, I'm sure I could sell it on eBay real quick, and if I have to take a loss, who cares? For 35 bucks is not a lot of money. So it's not that big of a deal. But thanks for watching the video, and hopefully we'll see how it paints. Again, if you like this video, please comment, rate, subscribe. I'm going to try putting out more videos like this. I know there's a lot of unboxing videos, but I'm going to try doing some maybe model builds on YouTube. Something just to show my work. But thanks for watching.